Greetings, everyone, and again, thank you for taking the time to tune in. And as always, I like to start out by recognizing that I appreciate you listening in and tuning in. It certainly is an honor to be able to give back and share and have someone actually listen from time to time, because we know our children don't, right? So, but I want to start out real quick. Came across an old post on social media that I had, and it said success seekers. And I was posting and said, success seekers. Ja, what's your secret to being successful, lifelong entrepreneur, even though you have all of those college degrees, but never settled for a cubicle career? And I'm speaking, and I said, I took risk. I'm willing to try, fail, take a loss, struggle, be ridiculed, laughed at, pained, stressed, so that I could triumph, win, conquer, experience the thrill of victory while easing my pain on the beaches of the world with a no-stress lifestyle as a self-made man. And that's really what people are after, but a lot of times they don't want – people want to be self-made. They want to create their own income. They want to have flexibility. Some people want to quit their job. Some people want to just add to it, whatever the case may be. But we don't want a lot of times go through the pain, the ridicule, and all of that. We get caught up in what our friends think as if they pay our bills, even what family think. And for some people, the biggest struggle is right in your house, right? It could be the spouse. Some people may not have that. So you have to be driven and determined on what you want to accomplish, and you have to go through the pain and challenges to do that. It's just like a baby learning to walk. And I once heard somebody say, well, how long would you go to teach your baby to walk? And nobody would ever stop to do that. Like, you would never stop. You would always be trying to teach your baby to walk. Someone joins an opportunity, they get mad that didn't work, and then they quit. But then I'm like, well, when do you stop putting in applications for jobs? When do you stop trying to get a job? Like, you never stop doing that, right? But for some reason, we think we should stop at opportunity. Well, these schools and the principles we learn in life aren't teaching us to be entrepreneurs, or at least the average person. They're not teaching us to be business-minded. So we have to start learning those things, and a lot of times we're learning those things late in adulthood where it's even more of a challenge. And so the beautiful thing about what we have here and what has just turned into getting me extremely excited is the opportunity to present to anyone. Well, first of all, we don't need friends and family to build this business. Like, you tell your friends and family, but if they don't do it, you don't have to sweat it. You just have to have the patience to get out there and invest in marketing your business, which you would have to do anywhere. And here you have the guidance and the direction of experience, over a decade of experience of leadership through Joel to help you get leads and traffic, but you have to be consistent at doing that. And so I've been through all of those things, and I've had points in life where I've created over 5 figures, over $10,000 a month in monthly income and residual network marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it's a beautiful thing. If you've never gotten there, I certainly believe you can get here with this opportunity, unlike many others, because we have a marketing plan system, right? Like, you're not just getting here and saying, hey, here's a marketing system, but you have a plan. A plan involves being able to drive traffic through quality leads, get people engaged, and ultimately get people involved underneath you and build your network. You can't look at what some other person who's been around for years and certain experience and listen and all that. You just have to know that, hey, there's a system here that's going to finally let me do it, let me engage in it. So I'm always telling my team members, a 90-day mentality, put as much as you can into just marketing your business. Don't get caught up in focusing on profit. Get caught up in how much you can put out in marketing and trying to get some sort of foundation going in your business, because what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, works. Like, it works. Like, it's not like, there's not like it might work for a few people, it might work for some. It works because it's all about exposure, marketing, advertising, and it's just understanding how that can fall into place. So what is the beauty of getting to the point of residual income? What is the excitement of it? Whether you're getting $100 extra a month or $10,000 extra a month, or superstars that have done over $100,000 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no more beautiful feeling that I've had in business is that when I wake up in the morning and I look in my back office or look at my email, and there's people joining on my team, right? There's commissions being earned. Like, that's a beautiful. Now, you got to get to this point, but I want you to bask in the glory of what you can achieve because you now have the marketing plan system in front of you. Like, there is no greater feeling. Like, some people, they never got that point. So when they earn that personal commission, they're excited, and that's great. That's awesome. Like, man, I finally got something that made me some money. Well, I'm telling you, when you wake up and you like, man, I didn't do anything this week. I was just tired or worn out. I didn't do anything today. But I made some money. Like, I had that autopilot residual income, that autopilot residual growth. It's a beautiful thing. When you go on a vacation with your family, you get away, or maybe you have a family crisis, right? That's life. But you're getting messages, and you look at your back office, and your business is growing. Like, when your business gets to a point where you can't stop it if you wanted to, I can't even really adequately describe it. Like, my business, fortunately, right now is at a point, like, the people below me, they're not going to quit if I quit, right? They want it for what they want it for. And so it's about getting out there, getting that marketing out there, and finding those people who want it equally or better than you. That's how I say it. They want it equally or better than you. Because you can quit, you can complain, you can have all kinds of things, and if they're winning and they see the system get results, they're going to keep going. And you know that when you see those people in place, 1 and 2 levels below you, it's a done deal. And then the last point I'm going to make about, I've been involved in more network marketing opportunities than I ever thought I would. I started, I think, about 22, 25 years ago with a company called Primerica Financial Services. Always indebted to them because of what I learned, the growth and development and all of that. So I always like to shout out to them. The company was great for me. So it's not a recommendation or a non-recommendation. But one of the things that I've really am appreciative about the Postcard networking system is the foundational 4 levels. Because I am just there's so many network marketing companies out here. There's so many people been involved in, and this one will come along in binary and 50 levels and 2 wide, 20 levels and all kind of things that are out there. And when you get in front of any presentation, ladies and gentlemen, they all are good. Like, they all make you want to join, right? Because if they didn't, no one would want to join. So they're all good presentations, right? And they start talking to you about the kind of money that you can make. And what most people don't understand is the difference between possibility and probability. Those are 2 different things. So I can go and sit in front of the longest standing network marketing opportunity out there. There's got guys making millions of dollars a year. And they'll say, look at what's possible. Look at what these guys did 30, 40, 50 years ago, right? And you should join us because it's possible for you to do the same. And that is an accurate statement. It is very possible for you to do the same. The challenge is the probability is probably not high for you to do the same. And that's where people start to get involved with opportunities and get frustrated because they don't understand the difference between possibility and probability. So the first company I started out with, since I'm just saying I could talk about them, and it had guys in there, and I had never seen people making I'm from the inner city of Cleveland. Like, I thought $50,000 a year was a lot of money when I got started. Like if I could just make $50,000 a year, because I never really knew anybody in my family except maybe one uncle that made that kind of money. So I get at a convention, and guys are coming on stage talking about they made $50,000 in a month. And I just said, well, what? Like, why didn't anybody tell me about this when I started going to college, right? When I was looking at going to college, like no one told me about this. I got a dream of $50,000 a year, and these are people walking on stage making $50,000 a month, $100, and then the guy came after him, made $100,000. I'll never ever forget that point, because the defining moment in my life that told me there were other possibilities of being in ways to be great and successful on an income basis in life that wasn't being shared in the practicality fashion. Everything is all about going to school and all of that. And so you get into your business, you know, with marketing, and you don't understand the difference between possibility and probability. So the 4 levels that we have here give you probability at a high level. And the way we've got it structured, it's not a bunch of hoops and things that you've got to jump through to make those levels work for you to create an extra 4 figures a month, $1,000 a month, $500. You want some money to consistently pay a car note. You want to make, or even get into over 5 figures a month, over $10,000 a month. You have high probability in your favor. And what shoots that probability to a high percentage is you are able to tap into a marketing plan. And the only thing that is going to bring your probability down, the only thing that's going to cause you to fall back into a, well, I don't know, is when you don't think that your marketing is probably more important than your business, right? Like I do things and I build a list. And it's not about whether somebody joined the conversion. It's like, man, I got them on my list. I have had people on my mailing list join me in a business that had been on my mailing list for 3 years. You'll have people in mail order. They sitting there with your postcard. Their children are in school. They talking about, I'm going to do this in June. It's sitting there. All right, I think Joel, he could talk about, he had somebody responding to a card they found when they were moving over a year or 2 years later. Like, people will sit on the information. I got a friend who came across some old papers. She dug out, I wonder if this is still around, and goes to the website, right? People will sit on it. So this is why you market, and with the new things that we'll be doing, you'll see your activity. People will be on the list. You've got the experience up there that's going to be helping you stay engaged in marketing people. You want to start inviting your guests and people to these calls at 10 o'clock because they're updates and informational calls that we can use to get people engaged, and you get testimonials on here that people are able to hear directly themselves, right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, you have a high probability of being successful because you have 4 levels, and what those 4 levels do to you that is different than nearly any other network marketing opportunity out there is they give you the ability to see, believe, and therefore achieve. See, believe, and therefore achieve. I can go and sit in front of these marketing opportunities, and they tell me that if I get two, and down, and just go forever, and I'm going to make $10,000 a month, and people aren't calculating how many people they need to do that. And when they do start looking at those numbers, it's 5,000, 10,000 people, right? And so how many people are going to have that? Not many. Not many, like very few. But you can sit here at these 4 levels, and you can calculate having a few people, 30 to 50 people engage in your business that are marketing on a consistent basis, bringing in sales, and will be adding the powerful, consistent monthly residual piece with the online training. And you can see where 30 to 50 people can make you an extra $500,000 and grow into 5 figures in monthly income because you have a marketing plan system that is going to keep putting new people in. It's going to replace anyone who decides to quit because people will quit. There's not one thing that's for everyone, but you have a marketing plan system. And so I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, there is no greater feeling than the feeling of being able to market and build your business to a point. It's like building a house. We talked about the vacant land before. It's like building a house, and you get to that finished point, and now that house is built, and you can keep renting it out to give you residual income. You can live in it to keep growing the equity. And so if you sit here and you focus on building your business and growing with what we have and what we're doing here, ladies and gentlemen, you have the ability to see, believe, and achieve with the 4 levels to make your dreams come true, and then go on to make dreams come true that you didn't even probably know exist, because we have the plan and system in place. That is the power of having your own income system, your own business, creating your own residual income, and then we're leveraging that into more income streams. You have money to do other things. That's part of what we have here, and you can accomplish that here better than anything that I have seen of late. It's the power of the marketing. Keyword is plan system, marketing plan system. And I hope you guys are excited what we got going on, and I can't wait to July and new things that are happening. And hopefully Joel will touch a little bit more on that. Stay focused, stay committed. I think you guys are going to be extremely excited with what we got going on, and it's going to help you achieve those things you've been trying to achieve.